Help me, and I'll compose your saga that will endure Ragnarok itself. Aid me. Be my eyes. I should be these fools dared stand in her path. How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. No other bodies in this warpath. He was the last to die. Several wounds. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect. Asa caught up to Calder. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals her direction. Calder's too. And most importantly, the Salakars. They are headed west.
You!
Calder before Asa does. In her bloodlust, the Salakar is not safe. Go, Sunan. These two brought all the fires of Muspelheim with them, and Freya wonders why I have always refused to take her on a tour of that scorched dunghill. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilled. Two sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl. Asa, your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill. need your eyes, my friend. This place is heavily guarded. No sight of Asa or Calder. Only these curious Jotun buffoons who stand in my way. They should run, but they won't. There was a cart here, and track marks leading to it.
Something must have caused the Muspels to leave so abruptly.
These, or similar, were used to restrain someone.
Keep alert until we know what happened here.
The dead stack up. For these Muspels, Ragnarök came early.
Hey, what? Done for now!
You're a coward, aren't you?
Asa's spear. Abandoned. Did Calder and his minions finally best her? Asa chased Calder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wit stood between her and Calder. But those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she is his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the Zeldacar. For Baldur's sake. Survey the area, Sunan. not approve of my methods, of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they are young, pure of heart but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. And so, I do not have the luxury of being faultless. They made a turn here toward the river. Asa!
Is that you again, Mad One? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Salakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful Hooger. Soon after, the Salakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son. Suitor will be surprised when I present him with his daughter's empty corpse. Will make sure he knows the truth.
Why is Sutra collecting hookahs? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me!
Why do you aim to finish my work?
Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Sutra!
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Sutra will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Balder, I would drain all 9 realms, even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king, and a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can, but I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the hooker of a suitable Jotun. Calder never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
Which of these dwarves can help me find a suitable Jotun? Perhaps if I listen to that chatter, some fount of wisdom will reveal itself.
A hovel full of weighty dwarves. The burden alone may prove too much for a day's work. Come
I'll
back another day, life taker!
As soon as I and bring a sturdy ship. Should be here.
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose your saga so exalted it will endure Ragnarok itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Suttungr. Málfvigur.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite the beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make me proud. But why would Málfvigur care about you two?
Premier and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fiala and Gala. The ones who killed Suttungr's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarves. And after, befuddled tripping and breaking his neck.
Suttungr wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. And well, Suttungr is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Suithunger didn't catch them, so he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Maalvigr to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Maalvigr's dangerous prey, even for you. But we can help balance the scales. Our old house, north of here, sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh yes, the cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance...
So, I bring you the cup, and then...
we show you how to use it against Maalvigr.
It's a deal.
The laughing does some good.
No one wants to hear our saga. My pleasure.
But we're giant killers.
Keep it down. You'll get us. You know we can't sing that. Not even here.
Why not?
I know you've got her. Christ, spirits, remember?
Well,
There
I'm
is
getting
this
tired of all this
to
pretending.
mend these wrongs. Be so brave. Yet I know we are all at the mercy of the same stars.
No.
But at least we have a
Let's
place
let our
that
saga
shelters
die.
us.
I'll get to live.
Where we can eat. Yes, grow strong. A place from which we can pick ourselves up. Many of our friends were not given the same fortune. You, Lord, two of our oldest and most esteemed. Educated our people with the knowledge.
What do you see, Sunan? This is the place. The old home of Brahma and Lom. Whatever they're called. I should find a way inside. Looks like I'll be getting my toes wet. wondrous cup of theirs. Should be on the table over there. Nothing. Perhaps someone has already been here and stolen it. Assuming there was a cup in the first place.
High one! More like feeble one! Die now! Even little hits take a toll. Might as well give up. It was before. They sent a fast raven. It's best to leave one of your enemies alive, so they can tell of your greatness.
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Maalvigr is.
What's in it for me?
I do not know, but I will tell you this. The longer you make me wait, the worse it will be.
Maalvigr is at the dam to the west. And now? Will you spare me?
Until next we meet.
There will be no next. You can be sure of that.
We'll find Maalvigr at the dam west of here. She is a worthy foe. find Maalvigr at the dam west of here. She is a worthy foe. Loki told me how she and Angerboda once came to blows. It did not go well for Angerboda. If the Salaka rejects Maalvigr, then it is a false tool, and Sutter pins his hopes on a worthless toy. These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I, and the trouble and danger even more. And then came the war with the Vanya. There is the dam, but this tempest is unnatural. These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land of Creek. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. The trouble and danger even more. And then came the war with the Vanya. Taking Freya as my bride. It helped end that strife, but it ended many other things too. My eyes, Sunan. What trickery is this? Traitors have been.
They had hoped that by serving you up, I would show them mercy. Clearly a misapprehension on their part.
Yet here I am, served up.
If I were here for you, I would have brought an army. No. Suttungr will have his vengeance. But not here. I know why you have come.
I have a bone to pick with you. After what you did to my son, Vidar, I must...
Vidar put up an honorable fight.
That is not what I heard.
Do not believe the stories.
Upon his return, too weak to stand, he squirmed like a worm caught in the sun.
You should have seen me. My acolytes had to carry me home on their backs. No. Your boy fought well.
Is that why you spared his life?
It is. But you aren't here to avenge Vidar's honor. You have come to steal my Hugr. And I intend to stop you.
How do you know this?
Aesir, Jotun. You and Loki are both mad. And Hirokin is just as bad. And Thor is so stupid he might as well be mad. You spread chaos wherever you go. Yet, you are all known quantities to us. Surtur is not. He rarely emerges from Muspelheim, and when he does, he shares little with us. Thus, while here, I have sent my spies to learn what he plans. Beyond wiping out the dwarves like he did the elves of Alfheim.
What do you know of his plans?
I know that he found a powerful elven relic, and that his minion, Calder, was tasked with finding the Hugars necessary to sustain it. That Calder is now trapped within said relic, and that you would have me join him.
I must trade the Salakar for my son.
You. The one who almost killed Suttungr for his meat. We'll hand over a legendary relic, take your son and leave. Just like that. Put your mania aside, Javi. Work with me. Together we will foil Surtur's ambitions.
I cannot take the risk. With each breath, Baldur is a step closer to death.
I was a parent once. But we must look beyond ourselves. For the good of all.
We have spoken long enough.
So be it.
I'll get help through the portal.
Inflict a fate worse than death. Or die. I must adapt some of these maneuvers for my own use. Blind one! End my misery! Oh, Ymir, true, O Father, my body comes to you, sent by the same impostor who claimed your own. As for my Huger, do not weep for me. I do not deserve this.
No, you do not. Málvigar was right. I must find out more about the Salakar. Perhaps Hyrkin. I've seen nothing of her since my arrival in Svartalfheim. And Ivaldi. Maybe he still lives in one of the other shelters. I must seek him out.